Inside PressBox is presented by Maryland Mutual Mortgage. Contact them at mdmutual.com for the best mortgage to fit your needs. And welcome back to Inside PressBox. And joining us now is a Baltimore local who's celebrating his 11th season in the MISL and his fourth on the Baltimore Blast leading scorer list. Forward Giuliano Celenza. Welcome to the show, Jules, as they call you.
That's right.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, how's this season going for you this year?
It's going well. You know, we're 6-3. We're a game behind Milwaukee. You know, I think it's going to come down to us and them on who's going to host you know, the final this year.
Help me understand one thing. You guys in a league that small in terms of a number of teams, you guys play each other so much. Is that a good thing to get that familiar, or does it make scoring goals and making things happen harder because you know each other so well?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know, it could go either way. But playing team a lot. You know, this year we're playing Milwaukee 6 times. We're playing Chicago 6 times, and then Missouri and Omaha 4 times. You know, and for me, I've been in the league 11 years, and you know, when I first started, we had a lot of teams, so we didn't play. You know, we played Philly a couple extra times because it's just a bus trip away. But it is kind of hard because you're familiarized with them a lot, you know, and especially with Milwaukee, they're you know, what they're saying, like the Ravens Pittsburgh now with us.
It's very
you know
similar.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always a grind, and you know, when you play them so many times a season, it kind of takes that fire a little bit.
It's kind of like being married, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But it takes that fire away from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, rather than if you play them less, you know, you guys, you know, you get more people come out, but it is what it is, and you know, we got to make it work.
First of all, Jules is one of Stephanie Long's favorite players. After you scored a quick goal 2 weeks ago, she predicted your hat trick. Now, naturally, with the MISL not being on the same level as Major League Baseball and things like that, which is a shame, you are a Baltimore guy. You went to Archbishop Curley. You're the 4th leading scorer on your hometown team. How does that make you feel, knowing that you're doing it all right here in your backyard?
Personally, it feels great. Obviously, you know, I wish that you know, we were on that level.
Right.
Like the Ravens, you know, the Orioles were, you know, making that kind of money, or even back when they were in the 80s making that kind of money, you know, back in the day. But you know, I can't complain. I had 11 great years. To be able to do it here in Baltimore, you know, for Ed and the Baltimore Blast to give me that opportunity to do it here in front of my home crowd, friends, family. I'm always needing tickets for games, you know, because I got friends and family that always want to come to games. You know, my brother, my sisters, my mom, you know, my wife. You know, now I got 2 daughters that love it, and I couldn't ask for anything more to be able to do it in Baltimore.
So where are you in your career right now? 11 years.
Yeah, you said you had 11 years. That's kind of scary a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, are you about feeling like the tank is empty, or you think you got 2-3 more years in you?
No, I think it's leaning a little bit towards empty.
Okay.
You know, it's going to be hard, but you know, I think I'm not 100% sure yet. But
is that part of age, or is it part of realizing that this league isn't going to afford you the financial opportunities that major league sports, you know, for the investment you put in physically and emotionally?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Age, you know, when you play the back-to-back games, it takes a while for your body to recover. You know, thank God, knock on wood, I haven't had a major injury. But still, you know, as I get older, you know, I'm 32 now, so the body, it takes a little more time to, you know, recover. And then also, like you said, you know, I put a lot of time into it, and you know, now I got a family and you know, kids and wife, and it's just, you know, I think I'm just ready to move on. You know, I'm ready to open up the next chapter of my life.
I've seen you connect with the young kids. I've seen you at camps. Is coaching perhaps in your future? Is Giuliano Celenza going to be a coach? Maybe take it back to Curly or something?
You know, I kind of always said I didn't really want to be a coach. But you know what? If there's a coach that will call me and say, you know, can you come out and train my kids? 100%. You know, I would definitely go out and help the kids as much as I can, give them my knowledge of the game, and you know, and hopefully, you know, because it's obviously as a kid, it's always a dream to be a professional athlete. And nowadays it's kind of hard because you got, you know, different sports each time of the year. Yeah. And with me, when I was growing up, I just played the same sport, you know, and obviously, I mean, you guys are around sports a lot, so it takes a lot of hard work. So, I mean, to get it from a professional athlete, you know, I mean, I would definitely give back, and you know, to whoever, you know, whatever team would want me to go out and coach and stuff like that.
Is there a better organization in major indoor soccer than the Baltimore Blast?
No, we've been around forever. You know, we've been around for 30 plus
30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a first-class organization, and you know, everything, you know, from the top, you know, all the way down to the bottom. You know, you start with, you know, with the owner and Ed, and you know, the guy, he loves to win. You know, and you know, the Blast, that's what we do.
Giuliano, we appreciate your coming in. Best of luck the rest of the season. We hope you're back again next year.
Yeah, I want one more year.
One more year.
One more year. And then next year I'll ask for another one.
All right. Hey, that's right, exactly. We'll sneak them in here. PressBox takes the plunge when we come back.
Sign up for the weekly PressBox email newsletter with the latest Baltimore sports information presented by Toyota. Just go to PressBoxOnline.com and submit your email address today.